Welcome to Stronghold Crusader. This is an HD edition, so it allows me to play it on a modern computer without any special software. I just thought I'll share with you a few tips and show you the game itself. It's actually really good. This is actually a second game from Firefly Studio. The first one was called Stronghold. Well, not the first one ever, but in this series. It was released in 2001, and the Stronghold Crusader, which I'm playing now, was July 2002. Both games are very similar in style and pretty much in the looks as well. There are a few differences that I'll explain while playing. What I want to do is to play some campaigns, because these are quite interesting, and they'll ease us in quite nicely. So I've tried a few before, just to make sure everything works fine, but I'll show you just from the beginning to give you the full experience. So what you see here is your Crusader campaign map. Originally it was kind of similar, but I think it was shorter. There is also an extreme edition of Stronghold Crusader. It's much more difficult, and also this path here is way shorter. I think it only goes like here and then to the right, I believe. So although shorter, you need to spend more time on it because it's so much more difficult. It's just the odds are different between you and your opponents or your enemies. So what you have here is a few buttons. This is the list of your enemies. Once you kill somebody, there's no one there right now. Well, there would be, because I've tried a few, but I'll show you once I actually try and show you the game itself. And then you can use the skip current mission option, and you only have 3 of them for the whole campaign. I don't recommend using it unless you really need to, because it's going to get much more difficult later. And of course you can go back to the previous menu and forward. So you start in 1100 AD. Apparently it's not the same as over here. I'm not sure what does that mean. I guess that's the end date. Now I'm sure you have more time than 14 years, because a slow-paced game takes me about 12 years, and the fast-paced one that can be done within 3 years or less. So yeah, let's give it a try. Let's go for next. So this is my enemy, Sultan Abdul. And because this is the very first mission, the game is kind of trying to ease us into these missions. We have loads more money than Computer Lord. So this is not the only combination you can have here. This is 1 versus 1, but you can also have, I think, 1v5. I'm not sure if 6 is the top number. I believe it. If it's not, then it's very close to the highest possible number of enemies. Basically, what you do here is you fight your enemies, and you can have allies as well to help you. I don't think you can persuade the enemies to be your allies and the other way around. So that's kind of a bummer, but still, it's loads of fun. So I'll just start the game, and basically, there are a few things you need to remember when playing this game. If you don't know the game well, I recommend slowing the time down. I know there's a button for it, I just can't remember what that was, and also I have very unusual keyboard, so it's hard to find it on it. I think it's Shift and plus, or Control and plus, but it's different on my keyboard, as I said, so I won't even start looking for it. It's going to take forever. But you can do it in options and gameplay options. Currently it's on 60, the maximum is 90, and the slowest speed is 20. 20 is really slow, so I won't go there. Let's set it to 55. So apply, back, and resume game. Okay, so we have few units here, or few types of units. We have archers, we have, what are they? Spearmen, and your peasants. So they're obviously fighting units, these here, and peasants sit there and wait for a job, basically. So the very first thing you need to remember about is to put down the granary, and a little trick with that is to put it really close to your food source, and in this case it's gonna be here. I'll put a couple of these if I can fit two. I'm not sure if I can, but if I put one up here, there we go. So we have 2, 3, then that's fine. That's brilliant. So basically there's a very tiny amount of space between the granary and the apple orchards, so there won't be much time required to bring the food over to the granary. So here we are, we have the food. Next thing is the stockpile. It's not big enough currently, so I'll make extra space. And also the marketplace, that's quite important. I'll put it just here, that's fine, it doesn't matter where it is. So this is quite cool kind of a building, let's say. You can sell your resources. I don't actually need any resources here, so I'll sell everything I've got to get more money. So oh, I need some wood actually. I'll buy some wood back. Very important resource is wood actually. That's one of the most important, and basically without it you just can't build anything at all. So this is going to be built now, or not built, they'll start gathering resources for me. What I need to do is to build a house, or hovel. Currently hovel is the only option, and I think it will stay the only option, but it will develop with time. It will change into something different and better. So that's fine. You can or you have to really keep an eye on your popularity, because if it goes below 50, you lose your peasants and you lose your taxes, and you don't have people for the army, etc., etc. So it's very important part of the game. So we have the food. We have oh, actually, food is quite cool, or has a quite cool mechanic of being handled in a few different ways. You can either give people more food, so it gives them 4 more happiness, or even 8 more happiness, or 0, which means they just eat. That's it. No more rations. And also, if you have more than one type of food, each type gives them 1 extra happiness.
A message from the Sultan. Dove is resting. The falcon takes
Okay,
flight.
right. Whatever that means. Is he trying to attack already? Yeah, he is. Okay, so let's just stop talking for a second and start actually fighting. This is a new addition to the game. So let me just spam these units. So this building here was not in the previous version, and this is because the current version, or the one I'm playing, is based in Europe. It's actually England, and the main character, or the big king, or whatever, I think he's called Richard I. So basically what's happening here is that I'm training, I guess that's kind of unclear to me, but I guess I'm training my people to become mercenaries, I think, which again doesn't make much sense, but that's what it is basically. It's kind of weird, but it helps a lot, because the other side, pretty much all the enemies, I don't know, actually no, they're still old enemies, but every new enemy has this building. Well, in fact, every enemy can use it, but the new ones are all from some Arabic countries, I guess. Each one is from different country, I'm guessing. So basically, oh, where are you going? Go back. So in the original version, there was 3 enemies, I believe. So that was rat, the easiest to defeat. Then pig, kind of the middleman, and a wolf, the strongest. I can't remember if there was more. I think these are the only 3 available back then. In this version, though, there is 3 or 4 more enemies. I can't remember the names. I don't want to mess it up, but I'll show you later within the missions. So I still have some money. I'll make some of these guys here. So the AI is clever enough to understand when it's going to lose. So basically, as soon as I have enough units and move them close enough to the enemy's castle, the AI will destroy all the buildings that do not need to run, and the peasants can be released from duty to then become soldiers and protect the castle. So obviously that's a very kind of last result for them to do, but it is something they do, and you'll see that quite shortly, actually. So what I'm doing here is I'm building the what is it called? Quarry. Okay, quarry. Doesn't look much like quarry, but okay. And they're gonna produce loads of stone for me. There we go. And then we need an ox tether, whatever that's called, teeter. I can't read that. My screen is massive, so the letters are very, very small. But these are used to carry the stone to the stockpile. So as you can see, we have loads of wood here. I can actually sell it now. I will sell it because I don't need it. As I said before, this is a very simple mission, the first one, just to ease me into the game. So I have enough forces to defend myself. I could really rush and kill him, but I want to show you a few more things before I do. So there are a few types of food. I don't actually need any at the moment because I have so much. I can actually give them more than I need. As I explained before, by giving people more food, you gain popularity, and with popularity you can raise taxes, which of course gives you money. I'm not a big fan of taxes in this game because they're extremely slow. Unless you have loads and loads of peasants, then it makes sense. But at this early stage, you won't even see a big difference. So you basically charge them 4 each. So 4 times 26 would be current tax. If I have more peasants, obviously the taxes are higher. I'm not sure if it's per day, per month, per year. It doesn't really say what the taxes are, but I know there is a time here in the game, so we have only month and year, so I'm guessing the taxes are per month, because I can't see it coming in. Yeah, I think it comes in every month by the look of it. So yeah, the resources are being replenished. I have loads and loads of food, so I can build more houses to gain more peasants to then turn them into swordsmen. So in the early in the previous game, on the previous version, the Stronghold. There have been 2 ways of getting army. Oh, actually, 1 way. Now we have 2 ways. Sorry. So the original way of gaining army was to make all these workshops, and each one needed something different. So you needed iron for the swords, and well, basically everything metal needed iron. You needed leather, so you needed the dairy farms. For the leather armor, these are I think it was for the spearmen. So it was all kind of dependent on each other. Now with this building, there's no kind of planning ahead as such. Well, it's still there, and you can still do it. It's just much more difficult. So just for the purpose of showing you the game and showing you how to play it and how good it is, I probably won't be using it at the moment, or at least for now. I might use it later when I know that I'm gonna win. Just like now, I pretty much know I'm gonna win. But this is very first mission. There's not much to show you, so I won't bother with that yet. The next mission is a bit more difficult. It's not as easy to rush, but it's still very early mission, so I can't see any problems with that. So each enemy has different weaknesses and also strengths, of course. This is kind of like the easiest one to deal with. It even looks peaceful, to be honest. You'll see with the next one, the Scorpion. He is very quick in attacks, and even quicker with getting resources. So it's not very easy to deal with if you don't know the game's mechanics. So there are a few tricks. The first one I've already showed you. Usually you would have your granary close to your castle, because that's the safest place in the game, on the map. But I'm putting it here, one, because I know that they won't destroy it because it's too far away for them to go or to get to before they get killed, and two, because it's such a simple mission, this one, and I know they'll never get to it. So if you put it close to food source, like this orchard here, they will have seconds to get to the granary and just fill it up really quickly. If it was like on the other side of the map, then it would take forever, and all the people would starve really quickly. I need to make some more soldiers to do that. I need to, of course, get more money. So I'm selling everything I've got. I don't actually need any resources in this mission because it's very simple. So let's see what we can do here. I don't have much money currently, so that will be a bit difficult. So let's make more of these. Oh, not bad. Let's give them no taxes at all. So now the food should come back, hopefully. So I had to destroy a house there because there's too many people, too many peasants. Okay, I need to make a few. There we go. You need to keep an eye on the numbers here, because if you go over the number of spaces you've got, that of course means the place is crowded. And people don't like that, and they're gonna start leaving. You can't really do it in purpose, only if you let's say stop all your farms or stop all your wood supply, like all at once, like this. All the peasants will come back, and I'll have loads and loads of them as soon as they reach this point here. So let me show you. So I have 58 out of 58, and that should change. Obviously it doesn't change for some reason, but maybe it's just a delay. Yeah, you can go over the limits, but you need to do it kind of in a weird way. So there, okay, so the food is coming back. I know we're under attack. I just sent some low cost soldiers there. What are they? They're slaves. Okay, that's an unfortunate name, but yeah, I've sent a few of them there because I had too many peasants. Had to get rid of a few. So yeah, I'm getting lots of resources. I'm trying to sell that as quick as possible. Yeah, okay. Food as well.
Not enough goods.
And as soon as I have enough of these swordsmen, how many do I have? 60. Oh, that's more than enough. Okay, you only really need like 40 to kill the other lord in the first mission. So let me show you what's happening when you actually getting close with your army. When the AI knows that you're going to win or you're going to destroy his army, something clever is happening. So as soon as I get these closer, I'll actually speed this up a bit so they work faster. Gameplay options and 90. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I've selected all 62 of them. These are the only ones I need, especially that he doesn't have any walls. So what's gonna happen now is I'm going to send my units here, not even to kill him, just to send him there. And you can see all his buildings here and all the things. So these buildings will very soon stop working. You'll see the Z's on it. So that there we go. They're starting. Oh no, actually I'm just killing them, but so that's gonna happen anyway. And all these will actually get destroyed because he's trying to save money and basically get more peasants by stopping all the buildings. He's getting the peasants to come back to the castle so he can then turn them into his army. So I should be quite close now. Where am I? Where's my army? They're not going all the way around, are they? Oh, they are. Okay. That's still fine. So he just destroyed all his buildings. He should destroy these as well. He usually does. I guess maybe not this time. Maybe not, but I guess that was a quicker move. It's not the first time I'm playing that mission, just because of a few recording issues, but he pretty much does the same thing every time. Excellent. So these messages are obviously to tell me that I'm doing well or not well. And here we go. Just killed the first enemy.